by the Western Hills Choir and the Franklin County Flyer Choir.
Colors.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting
It's the famous cross-county rivalry matchup. The Flyers come over to the west side to take on Western Hills. That's up next on Cable 10. Welcome, everyone, to the inaugural game of the 2022 version of the Game of the Week here on Cable 10. I'm Clint Goins, and joining me is Chris Cole. We'll be bringing you high school football every Friday night this fall, except for one Friday night, Chris. There's one where all three teams are out of town, so, but that's about a month from now, I believe. So, about 7:30 every Friday night, tune in to watch local high school football action. And as I said earlier, Chris, we've got Hills and County. They have both already played a game last week in the Battle of Elkhorn Creek. Hills lost badly to Great Crossing, and then Franklin County lost by a field goal to Scott County. Neither one of us saw those games, but you at least listened to them. I was at my 41st high school reunion partying down, so.
Yeah, the first game of the night, it was Hills versus Great Crossing. Western Hills comes out, scored right away, took a 7-0 lead, but after that, it was all Great Crossing. Western Hills, looking at the roster, for a 3A school to only have 22 active players.
Pretty thin.
That's really thin.
Yeah, folks, the roster for Franklin County has more than twice the number of players on their roster that Western Hills have. So they got an uphill climb tonight. I was talking to Kalen Ammons before the game, and I said, what happened last week against Scott County? And he said the Flyers just didn't play well. They just didn't play well.
Well, you got to give credit to Scott County in that, too. Scott County coming in off of what they consider a down year in 21. Coming into 22, they were a preseason top 10 6A school. So I think Coach James and his staff knew that was going to be a tough game to start the season with. Mm-hmm. But games like that get you ready for November and December.
All right, folks, we're about a minute and a half away from kickoff. So we're going to step aside, and please pay attention to our sponsors. They're the ones that allow us to keep doing this year after year. So be right back here on Cable 10.
Auto Pro for all your automotive needs.
Don't let your car keep you from making important plans. Take it to David Tolles Auto Pro, 515 Duncan Road and 1348 Versailles Road.
Game of the Week is brought to you by David Tolles Auto Pro. You're in good hands with David Tolles Auto Pro. Bring your vehicle to us for the best repairs in the Frankfort area. 2 locations at 1348 Versailles Road and 515 Duncan Road. And check us out at davidtollsautopro.com.
Welcome back, folks. I want to say we really appreciate David Tolles. He's been a long-time sponsor of the Game of the Week. So if you've got problems with your car, or you just need a regular checkup, an oil change or something like that, take it out to David Tolles. We would appreciate it. Okay, the clock is wound down. It looks like we might be getting ready to start. We've already had the anthem. We had a joint choir to sing the anthem, and then the Western Hills Band under the direction of Stephanie Wallace played my Old Kentucky Home. And now I think, Chris, we are finally ready for some football action.
I've been waiting for about 8-9 months for this, Clint. So nothing like Friday nights.
All right. If my numbers are correct, well, I don't have a 13 on my. Oh, okay. 47 kicks off. And I don't have a 47 on my roster either. But for Western Hills, I can tell you number 5 is Jaden Youngblood. He runs it back for about 5 yards. And they'll take over from about the 35. I got more than that. He got closer to 15 yards. I can't do math. Is it
it's the first game of the season.
That's right. We're just now getting back into things. All right, looked like we got Garrison Graves, a sophomore, in at quarterback, and he throws a ball that is picked off. First play of the game, and that's Jason Collins, a junior for Franklin County.
Yeah, underthrown here. Nice push by the defensive line to get in the backfield just a little bit. Graves rushed it a little bit, looking for his intended receiver. Just underthrew him, and Collins did a great job reading it and slid under it before it got to the ground.
All right, so the Flyers, who kicked off about 12 seconds ago, they now have the ball. That pass is complete to Collins. He's the one that made the interception.
Yeah, little shift, bunch formation now to the left, move the power to the right-hand side. Little play action pass here. Collins comes in motion, kind of stagger release out in the flat. Hurst does a good job. Little high, but Collins able to bring it in and gain enough for a first down.
Well, I tell you what, I've got trouble with Franklin County. Don't have a 5 on my roster either, so I don't know who their quarterback is.
That's Hurst.
Hurst? Okay.
Collins again, this time in the flat on the right-hand side. Little 4-yard out there. Able to get upfield and get a first down.
Western Hills has switched sides of the field. For their bench used to be near the press box. Now their bench is away from the press box. That's something new. I got Brennan Robinson, number 20, on the catch.
Nothing deep yet for Franklin County, just a little underneath out in the flats.
Hand off up the middle to Mormon, and he's going to be tackled by Travis Reasons for Western Hills, but he's going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards on that carry, and that gets the Flyers inside the 10.
Just a straight handoff out of the shotgun. Mormon just powers his way down inside the 10, finally brought down. Looked like a bulldog technique at the rodeo there, Clint.
This is Mormon again, and he's going to be in for 6. Youngblood tried to bring him down, but unsuccessful. And the Flyers take an early 6-0 lead.
Just I formation, Ledford leading the way. He goes up the middle. Mormon bounces it a little bit to the outside. Youngblood tries to bring him down at the 2. Too much forward motion there by the big running back into the end zone.
Well,
maybe unsportsmanlike conduct.
No, they're not allowing the TD, so they moved him back. That must have been I don't know what that was, a hold?
Oh.
But now it doesn't really matter because Elysius Robinson Number 4 takes it in for a score.
Got another flag on the far side.
Oh, man. Holding again against Franklin County. And that's going to bring up first down and 31. Let's see if we can see it.
Right there.
Zach, our
Collins.
director, says it's Collins with the hold. Yep. He was keeping Robert Jacobs, number 18, from making a play.
And now we got encroachment against Hills.
Well, these early games, you have a lot of penalties, but you don't usually see this many in the first 2 minutes.
Well, a delay like that can throw kids out. Kids are in a routine.
Yeah.
And a delay like we had a little bit tonight gets them out of their routine a little bit.
Yeah, they said that we were in some sort of weather delay. Out of bounds, didn't make it. Thought he might have had a foot down, but he did not. So we were about 20 minutes late getting this game started. Let's see here, another look at it, and oh, yep, out of bounds. He got a foot down. Problem was the foot was out of bounds. Second and 14.
Little option.
Pitch to Moore, and he scores if there's no flags. And there does not appear to be. So the Flyers break the ice.
Hurst does a good job here. Makes the DN bite and then pitches it right there. Moorman does the rest.
Well executed option play. Franklin County will go for one. Aiden Orther is the kicker, and it's good. And Franklin County leads 7-0 here in the early going. Stay with us, folks. We'll see what the Western Hills does on their second possession when we come back here on Cable 10.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in getting your hands dirty.
I believe the best recipes are never written down.
I believe in fried chicken, cornbread, and soup beans.
I believe in the cards. I believe in cats.
I believe in insurance coverage that helps you sleep at night.
I believe in always carrying an umbrella.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Welcome back, folks. Clint Goins, Chris Cole here with you at Western Hills High School with the crosstown rivalry matchup. It's been a few years since Western Hills has been able to beat Franklin County. Back when Wandale Robinson, who won Mr. Football, when was that? 18, 19? Trying to do the math here. I think
Maybe
it was
19, 18.
Yeah, 2020. Well, maybe 17, because he was 2 years at Nebraska, 1 year at UK, this year in the pros. So that's, yeah, maybe it was at 19, 20. Yeah, you're right, 18. All right, Western Hills now has only run one play so far, and that was an interception. So we'll see what they can do this time. I think that was Jaden Samuels on the run back there.
That was Samuels on the return.
He's just a freshman. A big kid for a freshman. That was a rough handoff.
Yeah, high snap. And when, line is getting pressure up the middle can lead to a high snap. And trying to get that snap about belly height and get your block, it's not quite easy when you got a lot of pressure like County applies up the middle.
Number 26 with the tackle, that's Nicholas Epperson, a freshman for Franklin County. So a loss of 2. They hand it off to Samuels, and he's going to lose a couple of more. Ty Taylor was in there on the tackle. I don't know if he initiated it, but the Wolverines going the wrong way right now.
Again, pressure right up the middle. And it was number 20 again for County.
Brennan Robinson was the one. They got him.
Outside edge pressure.
They lost about 6 on that play, and that's going to be another interception and a pick 6. Excellent play by the Franklin County defense.
Western Hills trying to set up a little screen pass. Defensive lineman got a fingertip on it.
Let's see here. It was number 7. That's Jaquan Crawford, another freshman with the tip. And 13 runs it back. But again, Chris, I don't have a 13 on my roster. Do you have a 13? And that kick is up and good as well. So 14-0. Franklin County leads here in the first quarter. We're going to step aside again. We'll come back and see what Western Hills can do on their third possession when we return here on Cable 10.
Game of the Week is brought to you by J.O. Osborne with the Franklin County Farm Bureau. The Franklin County Farm Bureau's J.O. Osborne wishes all of our local teams a healthy, competitive, and successful season. J.O. and Kentucky Farm Bureau have been insuring Frankfort since 1943. With them on your team, when you experience a loss from an accident or storm, it can be a real game changer.
All right, Chris, tell us who number 13 is.
Luke Toothaker.
I should have known that. I think
I've got people out in the community that's watching, helping
right.
with
helping with the roster.
Yeah.
Who's 13?
And KHSA does not do the best job of producing rosters till about halfway through the season.
Yeah. And some schools are better than others about taking care of that too. All right. This is Jaden, and he's made a nice move there, and Western Hills has it on the other side of the field. Aiden Arthur with the hit there. But Jaden Youngblood, who, boy, it seems like he's been playing football here at Western Hills forever, doesn't it?
Well, you had his older brother, Jalen.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Here. I actually talked to Jalen before the game tonight. I coached him at Bondurant years ago. So, quick update while we're waiting on the play. The last time Hills beat County was in 2016.
2016. Youngblood making chicken salad.
Yeah, little flare route here in the flat, trying to almost the same play that they tried that got picked off last possession.
Yeah, but I thought he was going to be tackled for no gain, maybe a loss, and he manages to get 5 yards out of it practically. Well, they're only going to give him 3, but he got 5 yards beyond where he was first hit, let's say that.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have been a 2-yard loss easily. And
Hills calls timeout. There's some confusion going on over there, so they kept looking at the sidelines, and now they decide to burn one. So, well, they called timeout. We'll step aside as well. You're watching high school football, the game of the week on Cable 10.
In today's fast-paced housing market, you need realtors with experience who understand that timing is essential when finding the perfect home for the right price. Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher are here to ensure that you and your family have a positive experience from start to finish.
Real estate is what we do,
and families are why we do it.
Welcome back, folks. Our thanks to the Hubbard couple of Exit Realty Crutcher for being a gracious sponsor of the game of the week here on Cable 10. 14-0, Western Hills. It's their third series of downs and their best by far up to this point. The first two ended in interceptions, and those turnovers both led to scores. One eventually and one immediately. Really good crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
Little draw play up the middle, and there's a fumble. I thought he was down.
It came out before.
That was Samuels, the freshman, on the carry. And again, a costly turnover for the Wolverines offense.
Good run here by Samuel. Cuts it up the middle. Now watch. Helmet and hand.
Oh,
gets
yeah.
on it right
I see it now. I didn't even see it the first time pop out.
And then Ty Taylor for County with the recovery.
Got to have two hands on that ball. Devin Hurst back to throw, going for the big money. Did he? No, incomplete.
Going to be
and a
pass
flag
interference there against Western Hills.
Collins called for it, and Collins is going to get it. So that's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Maybe not a bad penalty.
That's true. I mean, if he's going to catch the ball and run him for a touchdown, you just as well tackle him and get the interference call. Yeah.
Now, a few years ago, that may not have been a pass interference because now the face guarding rule where you have to turn and look at the ball, I think that's why. But the ball was underthrown.
Yeah, well, he hit him early.
Yeah.
You know. But it's that way in other levels of football. Don't you have to turn your head? And you can't play the player, you have to play the ball. So 1st and 10 now inside the Wolverine side of the field. Little stutter step there, and wow.
Nothing's coming back.
Mormon, cat quick. That was a nice run. Shame he won't get credit for it.
Hold at about the 25-yard line. Coach James not happy with the call.
I did not see it initially. I don't know if our cameras caught it or not.
That penalty for holding against Franklin County brings it back 10 yards to stop the foul. Stop the ball.
Here's another look at it. Let's see here.
It's going to be right here.
Well, that technically he had a hold of his jersey, but did he really impede his progress any? I don't think so. I think I would have kept my flag in my pocket.
But it was at the point of the play. It impacted the play. Now, if it had been on the other side of the field, probably not. But right there where the runner was breaking loose, they're going to probably throw that 9 out of 10 times.
Little sweep here going around the edge, and there's a nice run back by Delano Collins, or Delano, I guess, like Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He is the second kid that I know has been named. That name's making a comeback. Big pickup, 1st and 10. Ball on the 15, I think. Hurst rolls out. Nice pass to a wide open Delano Collins again. Another freshman. You know, there are some freshmen making some big time plays on both sides of the ball for these teams.
Now, that class of 22 at all three schools was all very involved in athletics on football, basketball. All three teams lost players on the soccer teams. So
basketball teams.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's rebuilding years, but they're all having to reload.
So the Flyers score again, 21-0. We'll step aside one more time. You're watching the Game of the Week on Cable 10.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher. Choose local realtors that treat you like family, because real estate is what we do and families are why we do it.
Yeah, this is Joe. You need a tree removed from your yard? Yeah, I can do that for you.
Don't take a chance on any Joe Schmo. Call Estate Tree Service for all your tree care needs. Since 1957, Estate Tree Service has provided safe, quality tree care at a fair rate. From tree removal and pruning to stump grinding and debris cleanup, we've got you covered. Call the trusted professionals at Estate Tree Service today.
Our thanks to Estate Tree Service for sponsoring us, and I tell you what, it's one of my favorite locally produced commercials is that one right there with Joe's Roofing Company and Joe's Tree Service. Good effort there by Samuels, but brought down to 20. Here's how we got to this point. Western Hills, their first play, intercepted. Then, that's a very brief possession. Second possession, intercepted for a pick 6. And then the third series, fumble. Franklin County picks it up and eventually takes it to the house. And the thing is, they had a pretty good drive going up to that point on that third series of downs.
A good kickoff return by Youngblood to get them just past midfield.
They had a first down right there had he held onto the ball. Youngblood still on his feet. Look at him go. He just about got a first down on first down. And again, you know, not a lot to work with. Just kept those legs moving, you know, spinning and spinning back and turning those legs.
Fighting for every inch.
I think Jaden Youngblood could find a place to play on Saturday somewhere if he wanted to. Because, you know, you can clearly see the amount of fight in that guy.
Well, you've got two schools here close that have started sprint football, which is 175-pound, 11-on-11 full contact football.
Well, Midway's got one, but who else?
Bellarmine. They're in the same conference. So,
did you watch any of that this year? I didn't find out where they were playing.
So they're just now getting started.
They haven't had it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
that's going to be interesting.
I'll probably check some of the Midway games.
When I was in college, I could have played that since I was barely under 175 pounds. That's a first down play. Biggest play so far for Western Hills, and that is a pass
to Reasons.
To Travis Reasons, a sophomore. You know, you get some runs like Youngblood got that last time. It kind of opens up other things.
Good pursuit that time by Franklin County up front.
Yeah, that was Epperson, I think, was up there. We got Samuels in the backfield there. And they're going to go deep and almost intercepted, but Caden Campbell's who I've got as number 6 for Franklin County.
That is not Caden. Let's see what I've got on mine. That's Jason Collins.
Maybe I've got the, well, I thought Collins is number 2. Screen pass, Samuels, but he actually loses a yard. Who do you have for number 2 for Franklin County?
I have Jaleel Galloway.
Well, then.
What do you have him?
I see what I've done here. I've got every, I think I have every number on the left side of my roster is 1 off. So it was Zach Claudio that scored. He's probably 22, isn't he? Is that who you have as 22?
That's who I have, but I thought he was out tonight.
Not Delano Collins, Zach Claudio. So I apologize. We've got, and it wasn't Epperson. Sometimes it was John Griffin. My numbers and my names do not match.
Hills punts down at the 25-yard line. Franklin County will take over there.
Well, if you can find any positive in that, it's just that, you know, it wasn't a turnover. So I will try to make adjustments the rest of the night on the left side of my roster. I'll go up one.
Flag on the play. Delay game against Franklin County. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Delay a game against the Flyers.
Nice move there. And another nice move. And you know what?
I think it's coming back.
You think so? Did you see a flag? Mormon's got to be just sick and tired of this. You know, that is what, the third touchdown he's run that's been called back?
I think he had a hold against one of the receivers, I believe.
You know, next week we'll be at Franklin County as they host Corbin. And if they have these kind of mistakes against Corbin, it's going to be a bloodbath.
I hate that of all games I'm going to miss, you know.
The Corbin game, yeah.
A great
Corbin's
team.
always tough.
Yeah.
Always tough.
I mean, all the way back to when I played, probably when you were playing, Corbin's always produced good teams.
Mm-hmm.
And a tough place to play if you've ever had to go there and play.
Their football stadium, it is old. It may be the oldest football stadium. And it reminds me of I don't know why, but it reminds me of a bullfighting arena.
Hold right here.
Yeah, oh gosh. Yeah, that was pretty blatant. And that's what sprung him first.
Yeah, but after that, it was all Mormon the rest of the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got to be like, guys, you're killing me. I've got 200 yards of offense in this game, and
but only 15 on paper.
Yeah. Great job by Flynn that time for Western Hills, staying home on that outside contain, not biting on the fake. Stays here, makes the tackle on a reverse, and that's hard to teach a young player. Got to have discipline to stay home and not over pursue.
And make a good open field tackle. Well, that's the end of the first quarter, and Franklin County has a 3-touchdown lead, but quite frankly, it could have been even worse. We'll see if Western Hills can make some adjustments here when we come back for the second quarter on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Estate Tree Service. We have a solution for all your tree care needs. Estate Tree Service provides expert tree care and preservation. Call 502-229-5258 for a free estimate.
Bob Allen of Frankfort wants to buy your pre-owned vehicle.
Your pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV has never been worth more. And Bob Allen will pay you top dollar.
Bob Allen of Frankfort.
We pay more.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Bob Allen. Bob Allen is Frankfort's dealmaker. Visit Bob Allen's new state-of-the-art showroom at 925 Versailles Road and discover Central Kentucky's best selection of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram models, as well as pre-owned. Shop BobAllenFrankfort.com.
All right, it's the first game of the year for the Cable 10 Game of the Week. Our first game, Chris, and you could easily throw as many flags on our announcing tonight as you have seen called on Franklin County so far tonight. We got people's names wrong and roster mistakes. That's Ty Taylor, number 9, with the carry. He doesn't get much. I'm going to give him 3. This is a big down here for Western Hills. If they can force Franklin County to punt from inside their 25, that'd be a great thing.
For the first down. Yep.
Apparently so, yes.
Big Peyton Ledford. Well, play action, jet screen. Ledford from the tight end, just a little out route, and then the big boy does the rest.
Five receivers. Hurst back in there by himself. Throws to the flat. Oh, a nice move by Galloway, who we had called Collins the whole first quarter. But that is Gilead Galloway with the touchdown, and Franklin County has made it a 4-touchdown lead.
And that may be Collins, because I don't think that's Gilead.
Oh, you pronounce it Gilead, not Gilead? Okay. Well, in my hymnal, it always said, "There's a balm in Gilead." The kick is up and good. 28-0. Western Hills still looking for a little bit of sunshine. We'll see if they can find it when we come back here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week. Welcome back, folks, to the Game of the Week. Franklin County again kicking off after a touchdown against the Wolverines. The first quarter ended with the Flyers on top 21-0, and now they've increased it by a touchdown, 28-0. Back deep, we've got Samuels and Youngblood, but they kick it to one of the up backs. That's Flynn. Cameron Flynn. Just a freshman. There's a lot of freshmen in this Wolverine.
Yeah, and Coach Wilkins has got 16 eighth graders at Bonnert this year.
Is that right?
That could be up helping the numbers next year as well over here on the west side. So.
And they only have, I think, 6 seniors, Wolverines.
Youngblood up the middle, spun around, multiple flags on the play. I think it's going to be a face mask against Flyers.
I take that back. They only have 4 seniors, is all Western Hills has.
Yeah, face mask against Franklin County, 15-yarder.
15-yard penalty. First down, Western Hills.
Yeah. On the second reach, number 75 for Franklin County. Got his hand in there inadvertently, but anymore.
It doesn't matter if it's inadvertent or not.
Nope.
They used to make distinctions, 5 or 15.
It's a good thing they didn't do that when I played.
Well, I think it should be 15 because whether it's inadvertent or not, it still has the same effect. You're still yanking somebody's head around.
So, Youngblood, I'm going to just plead the
You're going to shut up.
Hey, what the refs don't
Did you
know won't hurt.
Was there a hands to the face call back then?
Yeah.
I don't remember there was.
Was
I don't think there was a hands to the face.
Either had the 5 or the 15, so.
Little delay there. Youngblood scores forward for a couple, maybe.
Western Hills lineman helmet come off, so he's got to take the play off.
Yeah, I'm not real sure, why that is. I had opponents pull my helmet off me, and that wasn't a rule back then.
Elijah Samuels, the center, had got his helmet punched off there. Looks like Derek Rayburn in to replace him at center for at least one play. QB keeper.
Yeah, nothing doing.
Nothing.
Wolverines will be punting again, I imagine, here. They probably lost a yard on that play, in fact.
Fourth and 10. You're down 4 scores near midfield.
Low snap. They get it off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, nice block there at the end. Claudio takes it in, but of course, there's a flag on the play.
personal foul. Blindside block against Franklin County. Brings that touchdown back.
Personal foul. They didn't like that block?
Nope.
I thought it was pretty clean.
I did too.
Here it is again. We'll get it down right about here. Boom. Yeah, that's a clean play, man.
Head was around front. It was to the side.
Yeah. I beg to differ. And now Claudio was shaking his head like, man, you know, I ran a lot for that. I guess he will get yardage for up to that point. But we got a timeout. I think Franklin County called that one? No, Hills called that. That's 2 timeouts they've used. They got 1 left. We'll take it with them. This is the Game of the Week here on Cable 10.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Traditional Bank. When your business is looking to win, with tough competition around every corner, you need high performers backing you up. Traditional Bank's local team will stand by your side as a trusted partner, your friendly neighbor, and your biggest fan. It's time to make the switch. Traditional Bank, member FDIC.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Whitehead Hancock. Whitehead Hancock Plumbing has been serving Frankfort families for more than 100 years. You can trust Whitehead Hancock for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic needs. Call them today at 502-227-2213 for 24-hour emergency service or visit their website at whiteheadhancock.com.
Here's another look at that penalty we saw earlier. We're slowing it down, and
that's a good block to me.
Yeah, to me too. I mean,
side to side, there's nothing malicious. They're both running towards the runner.
Oh, nice pitch there to Ledford. And Ledford is going to take it in. Nice little shovel pass there from Hurst.
Yeah, you bring Mormon in motion out of the backfield. Little tight end shovel pass back underneath. And rumble, bumble, stumble. Went for 35-yard TD.
Well, unless I think it's 36 points is running clock in the second half. They don't do it in the first half.
It's in the first half.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Did they change that?
That's why County is going for 2 right here. And you're going to have a flag.
Huh.
Illegal shift, I believe, is going to be the call.
Illegal shift against Franklin County. Extra point attempt is legal.
Well, I would like to see that again. I told Harvey, who's on replay tonight, that I wouldn't be trying to direct from the announcer's booth, but apparently I am. My apologies. But he delivers, you know.
So you got man there. Galloway in motion. It had to be one of the receivers moving out here in the
off screen.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't see anything. I noticed earlier in the play, I mean, granted, I played high school football over 40 years ago, so the rules have changed a little bit. Here's a water shot.
I
don't see an illegal shift. Maybe there's an offside.
The only thing that might have happened was Galloway took a step forward before the ball was snapped.
They could stop him here, and they do. That's a nice tackle there by 23. That's Sam Durham, another freshman for Western Hills. Keeps that clock from running. But earlier tonight I saw, we'll tell you when we come back, folks. 34-0. We'll step aside and we'll have some more football here on Cable 10.
FPB knows reliable internet is more important than ever. It lets us work from home, share life with family and friends, and make vital connections online. To help, qualifying customers can now access the new Affordable Connectivity Program and step up to fast, reliable FPB internet at a savings of up to $30 per month. Learn more about this new opportunity. Visit FPB online today.
Welcome back, folks. There's Coach Eddie James, head coach of Franklin County Flyers. He led the Flyers, 2 years ago, to the state championship game and lost
on a fingertip.
On a fingertip. And it was overtime, too, wasn't it? Yeah, it was in overtime.
To Boyle County.
Yeah.
And then go back last year and lose a tough one on the road in the state semifinals at, in my opinion, one of the toughest places to play in the state at Johnson Central.
Yeah. And they're good most every year also, Johnson Central. All right, Western Hills has got 8 minutes here in the second quarter to do something. They've had, as we say, flashes of mediocrity.
Last couple drives have showed promise. They just kind of sputtered out after 3 straight turnovers to start the game.
Yeah, the first 3 drives were, whew.
I mean, Garrison Graves, his first start at quarterback in this rivalry, because you've had Dylan Engler back there the last 3 years running the ship. A lot of young. I told you before we went on the air that Hills was young.
Yeah. And few in number. Like I said, they got 4 seniors, and that's it. Of course, then again, I was looking down at Franklin County's roster, and I think they only have 4 seniors as well.
Samuels met hard by Peyton Ledford. He hit the ground hard.
They've got 7 at least, 7 seniors. And that's going to pick up an easy 5 yards.
5-yard penalty, still second down.
A lot of penalties.
Yes.
I know you're up 34-0, but Coach James cannot be happy with what's going on here in the first half with all the penalties.
Almost all the penalties have been on his team. Western Hills had, 1 pass interference?
That pass broken up, number 26, Griffin. Third down, Western Hills.
26 is Griffin, who I thought was Epperson before, but Epperson is 27.
Yeah, just
Griffin's
comes off
26.
that right edge.
He's back there a lot.
Well, that time the offensive tackle stepped inside to down block. I'm not sure who's supposed to pick up the DN there on that play, but he was just air was the closest thing to him blocking him.
Youngblood brought down by Toothaker. And they'll punt it away here, 4th and 5. I think that's Jaden that does the honors.
Straight up in the air.
Didn't get quite the distance on this one. Does get a Wolverine bounce.
That ball rolls down to about the 47-yard line. Fires on it, 1st and 10.
took the Western Hills bounce. County takes over 1st and 10 there at their own 47-yard line. Not a whole lot there for Western Hills on that drive.
No. We just couldn't get going.
Now, I told you in that last break, it really feels like this game, both ways, there's not a whole lot of rhythm going. I know County's up big, but it's just Christian Moore, first time he's got the call tonight.
County is up big, but it's because they've got double the numbers. They're bigger, they're faster, and they're older. But they're not particularly playing really well.
Well, 3 quick turnovers.
Yeah, I mean really, Franklin County has only scored 2 touchdowns. Really. And now we got an injured player down. Elijah Samuels, he's the center on offense. They got the trainer out there. We'll step aside here and we'll come back and tell you how he is. He's getting up, so he's setting up, so hopefully he'll be all right. We'll be back here in just a second on Cable 10. Welcome back, folks. Samuels, you can't see him, but to the left of the screen there, he's getting some assistance, being helped off the field. Looks like it's his right foot or right ankle that's bothering him because he don't stay on it very long. Puts that left foot down real quick. And that could be a big loss. When your regular center leaves.
And you're already low numbers on the line anyway. We've got more skilled players this year than we have line. We lost a lot of our line last year. And Taylor Childers and those guys, it's hard to replace veteran linemen.
Hurst finds an open Mormon. It's off to the races. Oh, nice tackle by Cameron Flynn. That's a freshman, folks, making a play like that.
Yeah, just a shoestring tackle.
Yeah, but a great tackle. He realized that that's all he had was to just dive in front of him and hopefully get a little something, and he did. That's heads-up football to me.
And, that's 2 heads-up plays that Flynn has made.
Yeah, by himself. There's no help coming. You're it. Mormon up the middle this time and didn't see any flags, and now the Flyers are up 40-0, and we've got a running clock situation.
Yeah, just a straight handoff. Toothaker, the lead blocker. Once Mormon got inside the 5.
Yeah, there really wasn't much stopping. The only problem I saw with that is like the Western Hills linebackers or safeties or cornerbacks, whatever, they've got to step up a little earlier. They can't set back on the goal line. They need to take a couple steps up earlier. 41-0 as Franklin County's kicker is 6 for 6. We'll step aside, come back right after this on Cable 10.
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. Better, stronger, faster. David Tolles Tires and Auto Service on Duncan Road.
Welcome back, folks, to the game of the week. Clint Goins, Chris Cole here with you. As I mentioned, we'll be at Franklin County next week for a game against Corbin. It'll be a tough contest for Franklin County.
You know, that was a test of strength early in the season last year as County went down there. Samuels with the return here out past the 30.
Western Hills has an open next week. They don't have a game next week. The week after that, they host Garrett County.
Garrett plays Danville tomorrow night in the Pigskin Classic at Admiral Stadium. And then Frankfurt's own Philip Hawkins and the Bryan Station Defenders will play Boyle County tomorrow night in Danville.
And the other
guys,
side?
there is some good high school football tomorrow night. If anybody wants to go check it out down at the Constitution Title Town.
I believe former Anderson County head coach Mark Peach is now the head coach at Danville.
Yes. Played high school football with Don Miller at Anderson County under the great Sam Harp.
So, yep, a lot of big football history right there.
And I played for Sam at Danville, which Sam started his coaching career at Franklin County.
Yes.
So it all leads back.
Uh-huh.
All comes full circle. So
he was an assistant when I was at Franklin County under Dearborn. Yes, and Dearborn came and gave a little speech at our high school reunion last Saturday. It was a whole weekend affair. Saturday we had trivia at Mama Manchita's, and he made an appearance there and spoke to us. Very emotional, very riveting. You know, everybody loved Coach Dearborn. Probably the outside of Eddie James, the most successful coach of at Franklin County. Of course, you know, back then they didn't have 6A playoffs. It was 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 4A was split into Louisville 4A and then the rest of the state 4A. And Franklin County went to the 4A title game, but they lost to Tate's Creek.
All-out blitz right there.
In 79, I think it was. Franklin County calls timeout. We'll step aside as well. You're watching high school football on Cable 10.
We depend on the internet for so much these days, but not all Kentuckians have access to reliable broadband service. That's why Kentucky Farm Bureau joined the American Connection Project, and we now provide free Wi-Fi access from the parking lots of nearly 200 KFB locations across the state. You see, Kentucky Farm Bureau does more than just insure homes and autos. We help ensure that more Kentuckians stay connected. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Welcome back, everyone. We got a couple of birthday announcements. I'll start with Chris.
Yeah, I'd like to wish a happy 18th birthday to my daughter, Leah, Western Hills graduate in class of 22, and now playing for the great Cheryl Smith at Midway University. I almost said Midway College, but it's Midway University now on the women's soccer team.
And I want to wish a happy belated birthday, because his birthday was yesterday, to my brother, David Goins. Now, after being out of the game for 22 years, is band director once again, this time at Frankfort High School.
Well, that's what I was going to say. He'd been out for a while, and I thought I saw where David was back in the groove.
So he turned the big 5-0. But he still looks like he's 35. Makes me sick. Anyway, happy birthday, little brother.
So, punt, snap, bobbled there. It was a low snap. And now Franklin County inside the red zone. Again, 4th turnover of the night for Hills.
Yeah. You know, that play could not have possibly gone worse. And here's another one. And, of course, there's a flag on the play.
Going to get a block in the back, maybe?
I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see what the official says here. Face mask. And they'll probably decline that, I guess. Or they enforce it on the kickoff.
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah,
I'd
they
like
gave
to
him the
know
points.
Where that is.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Never saw anything on any of the cameras.
Well, that was Mr. Robinson with the touchdown, a sophomore. And the kick is up and good. Arthur is 7 for 7 now on his PATs, just a sophomore. 2:08 left in the first half. We'll step aside and hear from our sponsors right here on Cable 10.
Here's what people are saying about a state tree service.
They're honest, have experienced staff, fair rates, and I trust the quality of their work.
They were professional and courteous, and cleanup of the job site was great.
They are prompt, reliable, and they always make sure I'm satisfied, which is why when I have tree care needs, I call a state tree service.
Our mission is to provide safe, quality tree care at a fair price to Central Kentucky. Go online or give us a call for a free quote.
All right, I think we're going to show you a little bit of a unique thing. Watch the holder here before the snap of the PAT. That's style there, folks. Style. And that's 86. And again, Chris, I don't have an 86 on my roster.
Let's see if I do.
But I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Now, I don't know if Eddie James is that impressed. If you weren't up 48-0, he probably wouldn't like that too much.
I've got P.J. Marshall, 86.
All right. We'll call that the football stylings of P.J. Marshall.
Less than 2 minutes to go.
My guess is the Wolverines can't wait to get in the locker room.
I'm trying to figure out why the clock's not running.
Now, you're sure they change it to where?
I have been the game. I mean, last year, County had Scott County in a running clock in the first half.
And it ran.
They had Hills in a running clock in the first half. Back-to-back weeks last year. So, I don't.
Maybe the clock operator here at Wolverine Stadium didn't get the message.
Well, I never saw the wind the clock, so.
Yeah. Samuels on the carry there for the Wolverines. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Hand off to Samuels. Nice block there by
Cameron
Flynn. Yeah. He's having a great game, Cameron is. He's doing really well. He's a bright young star for the Wolverines. Right there. Seals off the edge. Lets Samuels get around and picks up 5.
Handoff to Flynn this time. Almost fumbles. Held on to it.
Well, that's going to bring the first half mercifully to an end for the Western Hills fans. They trail 48-0, as you can see on the screen, and we'll step aside. We're going to have some halftime highlights. I got a feeling they're all going to be featuring one team. But we'll also see the band play. I think both bands are going to play, or they may be a combined band. But that's coming up, and then we'll have the second half after that right here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Classic Goldmaster Jewelers has an amazing selection of jewelry that anyone will love. Classic Gold also provides custom services like pearl restringing, engraving, watch repair, ring resizing, and custom designs. Classic Goldmaster Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
Game of the Week halftime show is brought to you by Classic Gold. Art-carved class rings are available at Classic Gold Master Jewelers on 859 East Main Street.
Welcome back, folks, to halftime at the Western Hills Football Stadium. I think we're going to have a combined band of both Western Hills and Franklin County. And gosh, I think the holdup, Chris, is they're waiting for Elijah Samuels to get off the field. He just cannot walk very fast. And of course, he wanted to take the direct route to the locker room, but maybe they're just going to get him off the field and I know they have golf carts and stuff, so bring a golf cart over to
Franklin.
Oh, yes, you're right. I didn't even see him get injured.
So Britton came off of a preseason injury. He last year had a knee injury, had knee surgery last year, so.
He's one of the seniors, too.
Yeah.
Wolverines already thin, and now they've, you know, they got 2 players down tonight. Well, we'll shut up here for a little bit and let you listen to the Franklin County and Western Hills Band under the direction of Stephanie Wallace for Western Hills and Josh Toppus for Franklin County. Well, Chris, I don't know if you noticed, but I think one of my favorite parts of that was you see the band member without an instrument. He was
right
playing
at midfield,
playing air trumpet. I mean, wow! What about that? And all of the spirit genes. But enough about the band. Let's talk about football. First play of the game from scrimmage and interception, and then after a second interception, or no, this is after the first interception. They score a touchdown, Franklin County does. Then a tip for a pick six. And that's Toothaker.
Yeah.
With the touchdown. And then we had a nice little run here, starting the third possession by Jaden Youngblood of Western Hills. But unfortunately, Samuels, boom, gets hit right there. And the ball is somewhere on the field, and the Flyers recover. This is a nice run here by Claudio. And then Claudio catches the touchdown pass from Gavin Hurst. And the Flyers are rolling, and they continue to roll.
That's Galloway.
Jalid Galloway got his name right that time. I tell you, high fives the crowd. I like this little tight end shovel pass there to Ledford. He scores. Hurst with another pitch. And watch this great tackle here by Flynn. Touchdown saving tackle. But the next play, Mormon gets it in the end zone anyway. And after the end of the first half is Franklin County 48-0. And there's our little flair for the tonight by the placeholder. Kind of rubbing it in the nose, in the face of Western Hills. And, but I applaud his execution. I don't think it's a very classy thing to do, but, that's just me. What do I know? All right, Chris, we've got about 2 minutes to go. You give us an update about Franklin walking off the field. He's got possible concussion, maybe?
Got an update from down the field. Britton Franklin, possible concussion for Western Hills. So that could be 2 of your starting 5 offensive linemen down, and you're already 10 at that spot. So
yeah, it's going to be rough, and luckily Western Hills is off next week because they're gonna need next week to recover from this contest. About 2 minutes to go. We're going to step aside and hear from our sponsors. You're watching the Game of the Week on Cable 10.
In today's fast-paced housing market, you need realtors with experience who understand that timing is essential when finding the perfect home for the right price. Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher are here to ensure that you and your family have a positive experience from start to finish.
Real estate is what we do,
and families are why we do it.
Bob Allen of Frankfort wants to buy your pre-owned vehicle.
Your pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV has never been worth more. And Bob Allen will pay you top dollar.
Bob Allen of Frankfort.
We pay more.
All right, Chris, what would I do without you tonight, buddy? I don't know. I'd be in a pickle. You say you got a few stats from the press box?
I got a few stats. The big stat that stands out to me more than anything, and we talked about it, and you can see it on film, is the number of penalties. Franklin County had 90 yards in penalties in that first half.
Wow.
Hills only had 20, and 15 of that was on that pass interference. So I think they had a 5-yard encroachment earlier in the game along with that. So, kudos to the Hills boys playing discipline, not jumping off sides, not
holding.
Yeah. So Western Hills has 111 yards kickoff return yards tonight. Not a whole lot other offense. A shining spot that you've touched on, Cam Flynn leading the Wolverines in solo tackles with 4 in that first half. 2 of them that I was really impressed was the reverse, where he stayed home in his coverage, played that great open field tackle, and then the touchdown saving tackle on Mormon that probably outweighs him by 70 pounds.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah,
I'm waiting to get some more Franklin County stats sent down to me. But that's what I've got right now.
Mormon's a senior, maybe a 5th-year senior. I'm not really sure. We know Claudio is a 5th-year senior, but Flynn's a freshman.
Yeah, and Mormon, in a lot of people's eyes, he was a preseason Mr. Football candidate. Verbally committed to UK next year already. So big things on the horizon for that young man. But you got to think, he's had a taste. He wants to help lead the Flyers to a state championship before he
hangs it up. Yeah, I understand. Or I shouldn't say hangs it up, before he goes on to the next level. All right, we got about a minute to go. We're going to step aside one last time to hear from our sponsors. You're watching the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
Your meters are getting smarter. Mission: upgrade all FPB meters with advanced digital electric and water meters. Codename: Smart Meters. Objective: shorter outage durations, automatic reports of service issues, real-time access to usage information, reduction of utility consumption, lower monthly bills, flexible payment options. FPB has chosen to accept this mission. Stay tuned for direct contact.
All right, folks. Thoughts for the second half, Chris Cole? You, the great football mind that you are.
Well, I appreciate that. It's early in the season. I'm just trying to get back in the groove here, Clint. So I think key to both teams here is get out of the second half as healthy as you can.
Yeah.
County, you're up big. Put some younger players in. Maybe have one possession with your starters. Just to get them a few more reps. It's still early in the season, but you got a big game next week. You don't want to take a chance on anybody getting hurt.
But the other reason the argument to leaving the starters in is that, like you said, there's been no rhythm. They might need to stay in there just for another series or two, just for some more practice.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get through a series of downs without any penalties. I don't think they had a single possession where there wasn't a penalty or two.
Hills is already down a couple players. You have a depleted roster as it is. There's some 1A schools that's got more players
than Hills does. Yes.
Hills is playing. And
Frankfurt High may be one of them.
Yeah, and you've got a 3A program that's playing in a Murderers Row district.
Yeah.
Get out of both teams. Get out of here healthy. Watching this game makes me think of what's getting ready to happen here in a couple weeks. is you've got a Western Hills alumni and a Franklin County alumni that's going to be on the field together against each other in Nashville opening day of the NFL when Wandale and the Giants visit the Titans. You got Logan Woodside for the Titans and Wandale for the Giants. It just
that's that really shows where football has grown here in the capital city. A lot to be said for that. We saw earlier on the screen there Joey Thacker, who is the girls basketball coach at Franklin County, but a few years back when he was the offensive coordinator, I think, for Lexington Christian, the Herald Leader said that he might be the greatest football mind in the state, Joey Thacker. He was head coach at Frankfort High before for their football team before coming over to Franklin County to coach girls basketball, and he's pretty sharp, pretty sharp fellow. I'm sure he contributes quite a bit to their success. Well, the kickoff is going to be run back by Franklin County, and they just keep on rolling here.
That's actually the first play.
That's the first kickoff they've had tonight, isn't it?
No, that was the play from scrimmage. They did.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Oh, man, where am I? Where am I today?
It's the first game of the year.
That's right.
So
I'm sorry.
Todd
Taylor.
So Coach James has got some reserves in back on the offense already.
Robert Jacobs tried to make the tackle for Western Hills, but just could not hang on. Arthur back to kick again. It's up and good, and now it's 54-0. Last week the Wolverines, you said, marched down the field and scored in the first drive against Great Crossing, but then wound up losing 63-14 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to keep it here, folks. Talk a little bit more about what to do. It seems to me like, what would you do if you're Don Miller right now, head coach of the Wolverines? What would you do?
I mean, you got to gather the troops, and you're saying, guys, we're up a class. We're playing up a class. We've played up classes the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. The only thing that this game matters is city bragging rights.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely right. If it's not a district game, it don't matter.
No, because what you do in the district is all that matters come November.
Right.
You could be I've seen teams be 0-4, 0-5 going into district play and end up winning state titles because they play a tough non-district schedule.
Right.
Trinity last year was 0-4 at one point, which is predominant powerhouse in the state of Kentucky. But they play out of state. They play tougher, bigger opponents, which, yes, there are bigger size schools out there than our 6A programs in this state.
Yes. Samuel's on the return there, just gets a few. I think you need to, if I were him, I would say, this game is over, okay? You're not going to win. But there are things you can win. You could win this half, or you could, not necessarily on the score perhaps, but you could win this half with total yardage. Or you could win this half with total pass receptions, or pick it whatever, Win this half with having, in the first half, if you look at penalties, they won that half. I mean, unfortunately.
I think you take a possession at a time.
Well, is that a fumble or not? Because I thought he may have ripped the ball out of his hand before he hit the ground, but.
I think he may have dodged a bullet right there.
Yeah. And probably the refs are like, okay, this is enough. Let's see. Here's another look at it right here, because it looks like right there. Yep. Yeah, he's not down. That should be Franklin County ball.
And that's Youngblood just trying to fight for every inch, which he's done all night.
Oh, yeah, he's a fighter. That was Brennan Robinson with the recovery, caused the fumble and fell on it. Nice pass there by Graves. Had to put a little touch on that. And again, Youngblood fighting for every inch.
Yeah, that time Graves, we've seen that play a couple of times tonight out of Hills. First time they attempted it,
didn't go so well.
And a return for a pick six.
But that time he put some finesse on it, got it over the defender, out and ahead of the receiver. So it didn't slow Youngblood down when he caught it. We've got Samuels in motion here, but the handoff to Youngblood again, and by golly, he's going to get the first down and then some. He may take this to the house. Can he outrun Franklin County? And I think he did. I think he's in there. Oh, they're calling him down.
I thought he rolled over the defender into the end zone.
Oh. Official timeout on the field. There may be another official that's going to override this call. Let's see. I mean, breaks through there and just busts through 3 tackles. Let's see. Slow it down right there, Harvey. I really can't tell. We really can't tell. His knee was down, but was the knee on the ground or on a player? Well, they're not going to overturn it, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the goal, and this be big for Western Hills to get the goose egg off the scoreboard. Oh, man. Oh, man. What happened there?
I can tell you exactly what happened there.
Tell me.
You've been in the shotgun the entire night, and you go under center.
Oh.
And he snapped it over the quarterback, over the back. So that's exactly what's happened.
It's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking for Wolverine fans. Here's another look at it. Yep. It goes off his fingertips and hits him in the face mask or the shoulder pad, and up and out it is. And quarterback keeper here. And we've got a new quarterback into the game, and I think that is Caden Campbell. Caden's a sophomore. My guess is we won't see Hurst into the game anymore. It's a nice run back by Christian Moore, another sophomore. Almost broke free for a score, but couldn't keep his footing after contact.
Another one of those big body backs Franklin County seems to just keep reloading with.
Yeah. Here he is again.
Close to another first down.
Yeah, about a yard short, I think.
Just a straight dive out of the pistol set.
He's carried the ball twice, and they're going to make him a receiver now. Oh, my goodness. Sweep from the reverse side.
25 running outside. Makes it about the 20-yard line.
I think that's Delano Collins.
That time just a jet sweep. Had to overload with the receivers to the left side. Collins the only single wide out to the right. Brought him in motion. Had extra blockers.
That ball hits the turf. So Caden Campbell's a lefty quarterback. That looked like a wounded duck that I would throw.
Yeah, a little short arm there. Ty Taylor with a fullback run there.
Nice carry. Ty's a junior. Comes out of the game.
Feel like that may be your replacement for Blair Tate.
Maybe. But I tell you what, Blair Tate was easy to pick out.
The long, flowing,
Clay
Matthews style hair.
You didn't have to check your roster for a number. You knew who that was on the football field.
And every one of those Tate boys have been that way. You know, the young Wolverines getting a lot of experience tonight. Not a whole lot of subs for them.
And that's a score by Jaquan Crawford, a freshman for the Flyers. And that's going to run out the clock of the third quarter. I don't know if we'll kick the PAT before or after we go to break. We'll find out. Looks like they're going to do it when we come back. Franklin County 61, Wolverines yet to score here on the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
David Toll's Auto Pro customers can't go anywhere without him. No matter where life takes you, the David Toll's Auto Pro nationwide warranty is by your side.
Another one of those creative, locally produced commercials. I think that's Scott Stafford and crew on that one. And so now we're going to have the PAT before the fourth quarter starts. I wonder if Aiden Arthur's leg is getting tired. We haven't. Have we seen Franklin County punt? Yeah, they punted once, didn't they? Franklin County.
One time.
And who is their punter? Was it Arthur also?
I don't know. I tell you, we haven't seen Easton Powell tonight.
No, we have not. He and Arthur are both sophomores, but didn't Powell take care of most of it last year? All right, 1 quarter to go. We're seeing the Flyer team of the future here. You can hear the Flyer fight song in the background.
Well, Clint, that's an impressive stat we just got put in our ear.
What was that?
8 different Franklin County Flyers have found the end zone.
Wow.
Now, not just Mormon, Claudio, 8 different young men.
Wow.
That is spreading the wealth.
It is. Samuels back. Jaden Samuels back to receive the kick for the Wolverines. And he's not going to get it. Little pooch kick there, and number 23, not 22, gets it. That's Sam Durham, a freshman. Did the right thing, did what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, just fall on it.
And that's going to be an easy 5 yards again here.
Another penalty on the Flyers.
Yep. I don't think the Wolverines have had a penalty this half. Man, I so wish they could have scored on that 1st and goal from the 1 yard line. Pass out to Flynn.
Just shot the first down to the 47. 7 out Western Hills.
Going to be just shy of the first down. About a yard short.
Flynn, I believe, being rewarded with his play on defense, getting a few calls offensively here in the second half.
Well, he's earned it. Youngblood's not going to get it. Probably going to lose a yard.
Brought back at the 45-yard line. 3rd down Western Hills.
Actually, it's going to be 3rd and 4 now. Need a first down.
Yeah.
They need a first down. Graves gets rid of it. He kind of had Samuels open down here, but perhaps didn't see him. Just wanted to get rid of the ball. You going to go for it here? What do you think?
I think you.
Why not?
Yeah.
Wolverines did have one muffed punt. Franklin County calls timeout with 8:39 left to go in the game. We'll step aside and come back right here on the Game of the Week on Cable 10.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in getting your hands dirty.
I believe the best recipes are never written down.
I believe in fried chicken, cornbread, and soup beans.
I believe in the cards. I believe in cats.
I believe in insurance coverage that helps you sleep at night.
I believe in always carrying an umbrella. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Welcome back, folks. This has been a lopsided game. You probably don't want to talk about this, Chris, but I'm going to ask you anyway. And maybe you don't have to say names, but there's a lot of guys on the Franklin County team that played in middle school for Bondurant Middle School. How many do you think?
More than I want to count. You know, I made a comment tonight before we went on the air to some dads. Another bad snap here, but there's a flag. I think you're going to get unsportsmanlike, maybe, or they're going to call a sideline warning against Franklin County.
Sideline warning. What does that mean when it was fourth down?
So it'll be 5
Still
yards.
turnover.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, you talked to some dads.
I talked to some dads, and I said, winning makes numbers. I mean, it's when you're a winning program, you know, you see it everywhere, not just here. You see it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If you have one team that's better than another, you're going to get an influx of players that wants to play for a winner. I mean, everybody wants to play for a winner.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I went from playing for perennial powerhouse state championship team year after year at Danville to I moved to Anderson County in the mid-90s, and on a good year we'd be second or third in the district behind Danville and Boyle County. I mean, it was just, that's the way it was. You know, but you've seen that at Boyle since Chuck Smith got there in the mid-90s. Players have flocked to Boyle County that want to play for a winning program. But I don't know what we have to do on the west side as a former coach on the west side of town. I don't know what we have to do to keep the players here. But you know, I applaud the Western Hills players that have stuck with it,
especially the pretty good players like, you know, Jaden Youngblood, you know, Wandell Robinson, you know, and other guys that have struggled and, I mean, they've had personal success, but the team has struggled, and you know, they have a lot of school spirit. I applaud them for that, and still giving it 110%. It's a fumble,
and right there sums up the night for Western Hills.
They can't catch a break. They cannot catch a break.
Second down play.
So. I mean, you had a fumble. You had two players in green that get a hand on it and just cannot corral it in. I just.
It's a nice tackle over there by Jaden Burton, another freshman for Western Hills.
Official timeout on the field.
Youngblood is
shaking up.
Yeah.
Holding that right hamstring, it looks like, or maybe cramping up. Been on the field a lot.
Yeah. And he's one of those type of guys that it's going to be hard to get him off there.
Yeah.
You know, Miller very well may have said, Jaden, why don't you take a seat? You know, I want to make sure you don't get injured. And he's a senior. And like, no. You know, this is my last year to play football. I'm playing football.
This is my last county game.
Yeah. So I'm sticking it out to the very end.
Take him over there, get him some pickle juice.
Yeah.
Coach Atha just picking him up like a sack of taters.
That's pretty impressive, Coach Atha.
So, yeah,
Yeah, that looks like a cramp to me. A pretty hot August day. I think it was 89.
Humidity, you know, had that little shower come through, just steamed it up even more.
Yeah. Oh, another good tackle down there. That was Burton. He was in on it at the end there. And I think it was Travis Reasons that made the initial contact, but Burton was the one that came over to keep him from getting into the end zone. Oh, nice fake there. Nice fake. And that's John Griffin with the score. Has he scored yet? So how many is that? That's nine. Nine now. Different Flyers that have scored, that have found the end zone. But Franklin County really needs to work on their penalties for next week.
Yeah, they're going to have to be crisp and get some stuff straightened up. I may have to tune in and watch on Facebook from Alabama next weekend.
The snap was low, but Arthur puts it through the uprights anyway. Man, he's probably working on a record for most PATs in a game. For Franklin County, not for all time, but for Franklin County, I can't, when was the last time Franklin County scored 69 points in a game? I don't remember that.
You may have to go back to the Logan Woodside, Ryan Timmon days.
I don't even remember that then, though, really.
So, maybe even Kalen Ammons. I mean, you had some potent offenses.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Clint, I was sitting here talking about those old days. Between our time on the radio together and the last couple of years with FPV, we've been calling games together since 2013.
Wow. Gosh. Gosh, Chris, you're making me feel old.
You. So.
That's because I am old. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. 9 years. Wow. Well, I've enjoyed most every minute of it.
You know, we've seen some great games.
We have.
We've had fun. You know, it's been a long road. I look forward to many more.
I do too. I look forward to another 9 years.
So, but
after 9 more years, I may have to cash it in. You know, I'm pretty sure I'll be on Social Security by that point, and you know.
Well, hopefully, by 9 more years, I'm hoping to be on a beach somewhere in plaid shorts, black socks, and sandals.
Depends on what your daughter does. See, my daughter got married, 2 kids, and now we ain't never leaving them babies. I found out. When my grandkids have grandkids, then maybe my wife will let us move to Florida, maybe.
Wow.
Samuel's on the carry, gets 7. Like I said, next week we're at Franklin County as they play host to Corbin. After that, I think we're down at Frankfort High School for their home opener against Dawes. And Dawes has a pretty good team usually too, you know. Fumble. They fall on it.
That may do it.
Is that Jaden Burton in there at quarterback? Yeah. Okay. So we got a freshman.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
All right. It looks like the clock is running, and they're just going to let it run out and call this one a game. We're going to step aside, and then we're going to come back and tell you who the player of the game was. Stay with us. This is the Game of the Week on Cable 10.
The Game of the Week Play of the Game is brought to you by Bill McCoy Insurance Agency, celebrating over 47 years in business. With over 15 companies to shop and collectively over 100 years of experience, call, visit us, or request quotes on BillMcCoyInsuranceAgency.com.
You look pretty busy, friend. Why try and manage that much insurance by yourself? A local trusted choice independent insurance agent can guide you through it. We'll help with the research, help determine your coverage needs at the right prices, assist with claims, and adapt to your family's needs as they change at no extra cost to you. So, we'll do your insurance. You just do you.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Expree Credit Union. Expree Credit Union wishes all of our local teams a great season. Score $5 for your school while showing your support with a spirited debit card, featuring your school's colors and mascot. Who will raise the most? Open an Expree Spirited account today and let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by NCUA.
Expree Credit Union wishes all our local teams a great season. Score $5 for the high school of your choice simply by opening a Spirited account featuring your school colors and mascot on your debit card. Show your support, Flyers, Panthers, or Wolverines. Who will raise the most? Go to Expree.org today. Choose wisely. Western Hills, Franklin County, Frankfort High. Let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back, folks. There's the winning team, Franklin County Flyers, and their head coach, Eddie James. Now it's time for the Bill McCoy Insurance Play of the Game. And yes, it is what you might have expected. This tip and pick six, where Toothaker takes it in for the score for Franklin County. That's the Bill McCoy Insurance Play of the Game. And now it's the Esprit Credit Union Player of the Game. That's going to go to number 1, Caden Mormon. And Chris, you said he scored twice. Officially. Unofficially, we think he scored 5 times.
Yeah, because he had several called back on him in the first half. Well done. Well played tonight. It didn't have to all be him tonight, which is a good thing moving forward for Franklin County. You're not having to depend on 1 or 2 players offensively. Defensively, Franklin County played well. Western Hills, I told you before we went on the air, they're really young.
They're really young. They struggled, and it's hard, because they struggled, it's hard to determine really how good Franklin County's defense is. Because Western Hills gave Franklin County's defense some gifts sometimes.
And I think last week was a good sign of where Franklin County is defensively, holding Scott County to 20, which Scott County I think is going to be a team to be reckoned with in 6A. I mean, that class, I don't even like to even think about 6A because that's above my brain process. But the Franklin County's got some work to do offensively. Got to clean up mistakes. Got to clean up the penalties. You got the Red Hounds of Corbin coming to town. And I don't care who you are, what you are, where it is, that's a tough game.
Yep, I agree. All right, folks. Franklin County will improve to 1-1. Western Hills falls to 0-2, and we are going to say good night with some highlights. We'll see you next week at Franklin County for the Cable 10 Game of the Week.
That kick is good. Crawford.